Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome to the stream, guys. We are loading in with Hamiko. We are in the modern era. This was our peaceful playthrough. This is the, I think, third installment, maybe fourth. Not sure if we took an extra one. We just loaded in. I don't think I've done anything. I don't remember what I've done. It's been a couple of weeks now. If we did anything, so we might have some basic choices to make, and then hopefully we can just go through and win the game. I think this won't take that long. Or it could take a long time. I don't know. I think I know how to do this a little bit better than I did previously.
And the air is roasting spices. This is Siam. Bending but never breaking. The Siamese take in what they can. And when they cannot, they fit war elephants with machine guns. Chayo Siam. Survive. Adapt and prosper.
All right. I'm just double checking everything, make sure. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Oh, let me get my chat bot back up on YouTube. Make sure I can see everybody's chats. There we go. And then I just took them off the screen here for Civ because it's usually not that interactive of live streams usually, but I can still see you guys, so feel free to chat. Man, this one's taking a long time. I'm a little bit worried it hung up. Are we good? We'll give it another minute here. Might have to restart. This is way longer than it normally takes. We can read about some of our stuff. So we chose Siam. Honestly, don't remember that, but sure. Hey, Lyriel, how many wars have you been in during this peaceful playthrough? Lyriel, I've been in one because despite my best efforts, I was near someone who's kind of aggro, and I just couldn't get him he declared war on me. I actually gave him a city just to get him to, stop fighting me. That I didn't need to give him. I just wanted him to, stop being at war with me. It was, I think it was the surprise attack guy from Civ 6. So I'm going to get stuck doing combat in 7-2. It's possible you could have to deal with one war. Yes. This guy, what's his name? Xerxes. Yeah. Yeah, Xerxes is a bit of a problem, or can be. But his capital was here or here, and mine's here, which is really close together. So there was also a bit of bad luck. So I don't know. It's possible, unfortunately. It's a TLDR, but you can, for the most part, you can stop it. All right, we got a bunch of accumulated influence. I got to remember what the hell I need to do here. Oh yeah, that guy. Surprise wars are always a surprise. Yeah. Surprise wars so often that you know exactly what's going on. Okay, yeah, we hadn't chosen anything, so the modern age has begun. Oh yeah, we didn't pick anything. Okay, cool. All right, so we should be in pretty good shape, I think. So we got 3, possibly 4 of the culture things to choose here. Oh yeah, I think we maxed this out. We got 3, 3, 3, 3, and then 1. We were doing pretty good. Yeah, I think we maxed out the exploration age. I think we won everything, or we achieved whatever the goal was for the exploration age. Okay, +2 culture per relic of the previous age, 62. That's pretty cool. I didn't realize relics were going to be beneficial in this age, because I think we went way over our relic cap, which is great. Retain Tikkun Olam. +2 influence for every foreign settlement following your religion, +1 influence for each of your settlements following your religion. I mean, I would think this would be a lot of influence. And then you can gain a culture. I kind of want both of these, so I think that that's what we're going to use our like miscellaneous point on. We'll just see what we got here. Lands of Opportunity. This is the militaristic one. Plus 10% production to settlements in distant lands. I don't know that's going to matter, but 10 production is, I mean, that's pretty big, and we got a bunch of things we can choose. We can gain 1 expansionist attribute point, 1 militaristic attribute point. Yeah, I mean, we're going to go Land of Opportunity. There's really not much else we can choose here. And then we'll do the expansionist attribute point, and that'll take care of all of those militaristic attribute points. Expansionist apparently is kind of blended in with militaristic stuff, it seems. What else do we have? So early industrialization, plus 2 science on sawmills and grist mills. I don't think we care. Plus 2 gold per turn, per unique resource you have. What does it mean by unique resource? And it doesn't give us a tooltip on how much that's going to give us. Wait, why can't I do treasure fleet? Why is this not an option? Why is it grayed out? Wait, what? Is this mutually exclusive with something? Maybe this one? I mean, I think we want all of our cities to remain cities. Like, I don't think there's any chance that we don't want that. But I guess we can't do that and also the, like, retain Tikkun Olam. That's interesting. I don't know why these are mutually exclusive. So we got, so let me see. We got upgrade a city to become a capital and it's renamed to Krumpthep. Okay. And then the other city remains one. I mean, maybe we'll do that. Lapaha upgrades so the city becomes the capital. Oh, okay, so we got 2 choices there. Okay, so it could be this one, which has got like 38 people, which is like not bad. And then the other one is, let me see. Oh, Lapaha, which is like, that was our OG capital. I mean, I kind of want to do that because it's a really good city, I think. Universities become Golden Age universities. They retain their base yield, adjacency bonuses, and effects in the next age. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I don't think we care about that. We don't really have... We're not really worried about it. Huh, that's really weird why this is not... like why we can't... Oh, is it Golden Age? So is it like we only get like 1 Golden Age bonus? I don't know. I don't know why we can only pick one of these. It's not immediately clear to me. There's no like, you know, different outline on it. It just says Golden Age, so maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Okay, so let's see if we can go back through this and pick most of the same stuff. We'll do the relics. We won't get as much influence. That's okay. I think it's better with what we're choosing. I don't actually know. What else do we have? We can do +2 science on, yeah, or we can do +2 gold per unique resource. We'll do the gold. I don't know how good that is. Oh, wait, hold on. That's going to take one of our miscellaneous. I don't necessarily think we want to do that. Oh, we got to choose some science ones. All right, we'll choose the only science ones we have available right now. And then we have 1 culture. We can do gain 1 culture, or gain 1 diplomatic tribute point, or okay. So we'll do culture, I think. And then we also have 1 gold one. We'll just gain an economic attribute point, and then we still have the one miscellaneous, which I guess we'll grab another cultural attribute point. All right, we've chosen our legacies. And then I think we had several to spend also. Where's our where are we? I don't see our person. Ah, there we are. Okay, we got a bunch of these to choose. So we're gonna spend all of our tribute points and see what we got here. So we got 2 cultural. Let me see what we got. We can go up to +5 culture per age. That'll be another +15 culture for choosing that. We're doing pretty good. We're at 300, which is not the best, but not too bad. I think before, when we were in this situation, the last time I made it to this era, we didn't start out like at the top of the pack, but we quickly got there. We'd also do +1 culture from specialist, or +2 if you have 3 or fewer cities, which we do not. Plus 10 culture per age for every alliance. The problem with alliance is that people were being aggro with each other, and we got an alliance, we had to like break it because we didn't want to go to war. So we don't want to do that. Also, let me adjust my lighting just a little bit here. +1 culture per age in towns and +2 in distant lands. Don't know if we really care one way or the other on that one. Let's see if that helped out a little bit. Yeah, I think that helped a little bit. What else? What else do we got? Plus 15% culture towards studying civic masteries. That could be helpful, actually. We might backtrack. We might grab this. Culture per age from great works on display. That could actually be huge. We actually might backtrack and go down the left side here, because I don't think this other stuff is going to do that much for us. All right, cool. And then diplomatic, we got a choice here. We were going more diplomatic with a lot of stuff. This is why, up here too, is why I think there should be, I think there is eventually going to be 6 win conditions at least. Because why do we have these attribute points? If that's not the case, then I'm very confused. I mentioned that someone was asking me about Civ 7 the other day, and I assume they'll probably watch this video. I don't even remember who it was at this point. But it's kind of weird because there's a cultural, there's militaristic, there's scientific, and then I guess there's a... Is there any... I don't know. It's one of these. Economic, maybe? But I don't think there's not a diplomatic or expansionist one that I recall. I could be getting one of those wrong, but there's only 4 victory conditions, and clearly there's 6 main things here. All right, unlock the military sabotage, espionage action, +3 influence, +5 happiness per age. That's repeatable. Plus 50% celebration length. That's not bad, actually. Plus 15% influence towards supporting or rejecting diplomatic actions. Legend unlock. I only got 1 point, so I'm not too... Social policy slot. I don't know. I'm going to go celebration length, I guess. I don't think it's any of this is going to matter. I think the game's going to be... I don't think any of this stuff is going to affect the outcome of the game, which is like one of the bigger problems with the current state of the game right now. Plus 15% yields in town with the specialization and 30% distant lands. I don't think we care about that. 5% growth rate in cities also doesn't really matter. We'll just take this and maybe we'll get another expansionist. And the next thing will actually be useful. Economic. So we got plus 50% gold towards purchasing in all settlements. I mean, that probably would have been... you know what? That still could be useful. Plus 1 resource capacity in cities, and plus 2 if you have 3 or fewer cities. A lot of these kind of punish you for being, like, you know, being too large. Plus 2 gold for every tech and civic mastery completed in an age. We're just going to go with the 15% gold. Hey, what's up, Fruit? Do you stream on Twitch or just on YouTube? Yeah, I'm on Twitch. Yep. It's Night Horror Gaming. Should be the same thing. Yeah, I think I can send you a link if you'd like it. It's /Night Horror. Sorry, /Night Horror, which I think is actually what I do here on YouTube as well. There you go. All right, and then Just most people know me from YouTube because I did YouTube for a long time before I did Twitch. But now that you can dual stream, I always dual stream so that people can choose wherever they prefer to watch. Yeah. Thanks for asking. Let me see. We got plus 25% science toward researching tech masteries, plus 20% gold and happiness towards maintaining buildings, plus 1 science and settlements for each resources. That's pretty good. Each resource assigned to them. I mean, we got a lot of cities, so we should have a decent number of resources. Yeah. All right. So we could start doing specialists here. I don't know that it does any of this matter. I feel a bit nihilistic. Nothing matters. We're gonna finish building out our fish spaces now that we can do fish in the ocean tiles. I think that's something relatively new. Man, we got migrants everywhere because we had the plague last time. All right, what else do we got to do? Oh, we got to grow a bunch of cities. Okay, so we'll just continue to grow these cities, and we're gonna get. I don't know. We don't really probably need to continue growing these cities, but we're gonna do it anyways. What up, Guppy? Get a load of this guy thinking he's some sort of streamer. I know. I resisted it for so long. I used to be like, I just make YouTube videos. I don't stream, or I stream sometimes, but I'm really just but I've since caved. And I like streaming a lot more. It used to be a lot more stressful, but you know, like anything, you do it long enough, and it's not as bad. Now I'm fairly comfortable. Oh my gosh, city's grown like crazy. I always try to play for the long term. Oh, we're gonna grab this +8 culture on this wonder, but I will tend to continue to quote unquote macro, to use the the gamer lingo there. But I usually continue to macro even far after it's needed. And except for resources here, we'll grab these unique resources for sure. We should grab these whales in the city if we can. I guess we got all these migrants there. We can resettle them, I guess. Sweet. Yeah, we'll build out towards the whale. Hey, perfect. All right, we got whales. Lyriel, we got whales. Lyriel likes whales. What's not to like? Didn't I just do that? Maybe I did it up in that city over there. Oh, there's more. Do we work on the mountain tiles? Or, I mean, I don't know. We'll just finish it out. I guess we got one more place, and then we can only build more, I don't know, specialist? Yeah, that's what they're called, specialist. Where's our city center? Is it here? Yeah, city center. Okay, so we can't get to this. Did they... It looks like they got that. So we'll grab our chocolate and we'll be happy about... Oh, no, they didn't. We could have grabbed it. No! It was hard to tell. It's okay. We really are being quite greedy with a lot of these cities. That is another thing, Lyriel. We did go... I didn't really consider my neighbors' feelings when throwing down cities a lot of times. And then I did rely on my influence to make them be friends with me. So there's also a little bit of that going on. Where's the city center? I don't know which one it is. Sawmill. City center. Okay, cool. So we can expand this way. So we'll do so. Wow. Jeez, I think we upgraded a lot of these places to be cities too. Towards the end of the last era, we were doing quite well, and I think we were just living our best life. I think these are both our cities, so I don't think it matters if I like grow into one direction or the other. All right, there's the city center. Yeah, both ours. Does it matter? Oh, yeah, +4 food up there. We got some coal. Oh my gosh, we're just growing all of our cities. We've got flat tundra. You can farm a lot of food in flat tundra apparently. I question this fact, but if it's in a game, it must be true, right? Should probably not just do these pure food tiles. Okay, we can build a city park, we can build a grocer, and we can build a grist mill. Okay, that's what I didn't know what a grist mill was. Apparently that's a thing we can build now. The grocer, man, you lose production. Interesting. Okay, so you can build things less good, but man, you get 18 food. The city park gives you 17 happiness, also loses you some production. That's, I don't know if I paid attention to this last time, but that is pretty interesting that you kind of lose production, but you get pretty high yields. Okay, so I guess the Chang Bian? I don't know. That's the elephant with a machine gun on top of it, which is crazy. It's wild. Someone I work with called Cole Freedom Rocks, and I found it hilariously Helldiver / Super Earth. Oh my god, yeah, Freedom Rocks. That's pretty good. So before we decide what we're gonna do, there's only like one or two things. Don't put a machine gun on an elephant. I know. There's only a couple of things that we actually need to do to like win this era. So let me just try to figure out what the hell that is. I forget these menus. Okay, so for cultural victory, I should have reviewed this because I was like, oh, this is super easy. You just need to get artifacts. Artifacts is the first part. Objective, study the natural history civic. The first step towards establishing a geographic society. Okay. Cultural legacy of the modern age. All right. Knowledge of the natural history will allow you to train an explorer capable of researching and excavating artifacts with ruins. Mastery of natural history will allow explorer units to gain artifacts from natural wonders as well. Yeah. Okay. So we need natural history civic. Is that just what we got to go for? Let's see. Oh, it's right here. 4 turns. Okay. So let's just read about this here. So yeah, that's the like explorer just reminds me of like it's just like a Robin Hood hat, right? Like so that's the guy that will find and extract artifacts. I think that's the main thing we got to do. Anything else with this stuff? Is there... Oh, do we need like a university to build one or something? I guess if we don't have one, we can't build one. There's something we need. I feel like it's a university, or maybe there's a modern era equivalent. We got a schoolhouse. What else do we have here? Ironworks, port. It's probably not going to be under military science. Combustion, industrialization, urbanization, department store, opera house, laboratory. It could be that. We might head that way. You're in the modern era and you don't have a university anywhere in your empire. No, I think I have some, but I think universities are technically from the previous era. And so I don't think I'm allowed to build them anymore, Lariel. With the turn of the age, we have lost the ability and the knowledge of universities, I think. One thing I do remember now is that building over the top of stuff is a way you can get an artifact. So I do want to build over the top of things, which I don't think I did the first time. On theme for the idiocracy we live in now. Oh gosh, not wrong. Wow, we got a few resources. Jeez, we got so many resources. I don't know how the factory resources work. Maybe you need an actual factory to use them. I don't even know if I ever got to use these last time, and I like won the game. Then we got bonus and we got city. So we got furs for days, plus 6 happiness. I guess they're foxes. We get happiness from them. I don't think they're furs. I just think they're friends. Plus 6 in a city with a rail station, plus 3 happiness to any other city. All right, and then we've got also pearls, doing basically the same thing. In any other city, so we have to put them in cities where they don't come from. Is that what it means by any other city? I think that's what it means. So we got plenty of stuff for happiness. We've got sugar, provides a decent amount of food. Oh, a lot of these provide stuff even when unassigned, so they provide gold and happiness. We do get longer parties whenever our people, once you reach the happiness threshold, your people throw a party, apparently. Smooth save there, Knight. I do what I can, Larry. I do what I can. Hey, so to use factory resources, you need the ability to use them. Thanks, Guppy. I appreciate that. Yeah. I knew you were talking about the foxes, Lyriel. Oh, I missed something. On theme for the... Yeah. Never mind. I'm sorry. I got it. Lyriel says, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we just assign these... I mean, these guys will give us... you know what? It's pretty good. That's pretty good production yield there from these friends that we have. And then this one will also probably give a decent amount of food yield. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty legit. So I think we'll slot the things that'll give us extra production. Yeah, makes sense. Oh, it's not connected to my empire. It's too far away. Several of these are. I threw cities all over the place, so I went kind of crazy with it. Okay. And then we can just assign these. Everybody gets an animal companion is basically what we're doing here. That's what our city is about, or our empire is about. Making sure everybody has an emotional support animal. Wait, where can I put this guy? Oh, maybe only here. We'll see. There we go. Oh, it's a town, so it can only get bonus resources. Sure. All right, we'll give them some sugar. Get another town. That one's not connected. Neither is that one. All right, I think that's everything we can slot. It does feel like there is a game that they want you to play, but they just haven't made it yet with a lot of this stuff. Like they're working on it, but they haven't quite got there. You like that policy? Okay, good. All right, everybody gets an emotional support animal. Excellent. +1 culture from specialists, not in your capital. That's going to give us nothing. +1 in, culture and production on marine tiles and cities. That is actually going to be quite good, I bet. Food towards specialists. +1 culture on warehouse buildings. That's going to be hooked up. And +1 production on fishing boats in cities. +2 science on fishing boats on reefs. That's going to be pretty good. I wonder if the naval trade route will connect our cities. I'm not that worried about it right now, so we're not going to do anything with it. We're getting 309 culture, and that brought us up to 443. Jeez. Okay, so now we are probably getting close to being capped out on some of these, or capped out, being at like the highest as far as cultural yields, I think. Okay. We have a decent amount of culture. We're getting a lot per turn. I don't know if we care or if it matters if we immediately try to become suzerain of these other city-states again. We were suzerain of literally every single city-state, I think. So we're gonna do all the culture ones if we can, or as many as we can. There wasn't a whole lot. Looks like we found 2 so far. We've got enough to do 1 more this turn. or start the process. I don't know where they are, and I don't know if there's a way you could search. I think I suspect there is not. Huh, there's like a little area of the map I forgot I haven't explored. There's a way to search? Oh, okay. One of these menus or something. Oh, here's one. Well, that'll be good enough for now. Oh yeah, what's the hotkey for it? And it's a lot of stuff down here. Oh, there's another one too. Well, there we go. Okay. Well, there's 3. This is actually. Oh, this is on our continent too. Okay. Oh, Alt F4. Oh, okay. Thanks, Guppy. Oh gosh. Guppy's a bit of a troll, but we still like her. We keep her around. So would we be overbuilding a temple, or would we? I kind of like overbuilding one of these things because I'm sure that we're overbuilding here. Yeah, let's do that. Dude, we're going to have grocery stores everywhere. You get a grocery store. You get a grocery store. Ideally, though, we are overbuilding. Replace a stone head. That doesn't sound great. So, I don't know. If we replace the stone head, are we likely to get something from that? I think we got to do it. It feels wrong. It feels really wrong, but I think we have to do it. Is there anywhere else? We could also do it down here, I guess. Overbuild the bazaar? Actually, I kind of like that better. It just feels wrong to overbuild on the stone heads. Even though it feels like fairly likely to give us an artifact, it just feels wrong. All right. We can also do this in one of our capitals or old capitals, one of these here. Looks like we got lots of options, lots of really high yields. We're overbuilding a library. That also feels really bad, but we're going to do it. So this would not be overbuilding, I don't think, but it does give us 20 extra food, so we're going to go ahead and do it. Grocer here. Okay, we have more stone heads. It's like we have a tile that will give us better yields, and we don't have to overbuild anything. Nah, we're just going to overbuild. Yeah, but okay, we're not going to overbuild the stone heads. It just feels wrong. If I can help it, I don't think I'm going to do it. But ideally, we overbuild stuff. We can overbuild the dungeon. I don't want to do that. We got to keep the dungeon. Definitely got to keep the dungeon. What do we got? Up here, can we do the bazaar again? Yeah, overbuilding the bazaar. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. We've got a bunch of gold, and we're just going to get a little bit less. We have a trade opportunity with Rome. It works, trust me, bro. Thank you so much for that trust me. Yeah, you know what, Guppy, you're right. Let me just try that real quick. Okay, so we got some more migrants. I don't know where the best spot for these guys to go is, but we'll just go wherever's close. We shall go wherever is close. Gosh, we got so many of them. I think we had something that created a migrant every time, like the plague spread, and the plague went everywhere. And so that's why we have so many migrants that were like fleeing, but also spreading the plague. Kind of odd. Okay, cool. So we can trade with a few people. I feel like I pressed the wrong button. I don't know what's going on here. All right. Oh, okay. Our merchant is... I can't tell where this person is even at. Oh, they're like across the map. Okay, cool. I don't know if it matters. yeah, dude, I guess do your thing and whose ever territory this is. Sounds good to me. Oh, great. We got more resources we have to try to figure out a place for. I'm not going to worry about it. We got a line infantryman here. I don't care. We're just going to tell him to go to sleep. We have a scout. Gotta love it. That one scout that's like in the modern era, and he's like, I just got back. The Civ meme. The Civ meme scout. That's what that guy is. We're just trying to continue exploring. We got a couple of areas that haven't been explored. Yeah, we'll send this guy, I guess, over here. At least this Civ Scout is useful, unlike previous Civ Scouts. Yeah, the new Civ Scouts are definitely much better than they used to be. Absolutely, can't argue with that. Can't argue with that at all. Send our few units to explore, or just put them to sleep. I am drinking Liberty, yeah. It's the only kind of tea I drink. It's Liberty. Okay. We can choose our government. We can go with authoritarianism, bureaucratic monarchy, or elective republic. I definitely think we're going to go with elective republic. Did I see the news? Uh-oh, I'm not sure. I'm scared to ask. We're going to go +1 influence in all settlements. That should give us quite a bit of influence. Winter storms proved to be undemocratic. Ministry of Truth is investigating claims that Mother Earth is operating outside democratic channels. Oh my God. Oh man, I hadn't heard that, but you know, that Mother Earth, I'm not entirely surprised. That's pretty good. It's pretty good, Guppy. All right, do we do Siam stuff, or do we do... Or do we do, like, the modern civics? I don't... Again, I just don't know if any of it even matters. Let's see what... It's also weird that Siam is now on the left. This is the kind of stuff, too, that is like... This UI is designed entirely for controller. Which makes it not great for mouse and keyboard folks. +5 culture, +2 gold for every trade route. Plus 20% influence toward initiating diplomatic relationship with city-states. This will be helpful, but I think we'll just go this direction. I think it's going to be helpful. By the time it's helpful, I don't think it's going to matter, is what I think is going to happen. Wait, is one of these something else that we need to grab? What's that? +1 site for explorers. Explorers can excavate artifact actions or adjacent to natural wonders. Oh, wait, we want that. Explorers can use the excavate artifact action on or adjacent to natural wonders. Each player can do this once per natural wonders. I didn't even know this was a thing. Okay, that's huge. Now, one of the issues we're going to have is that I don't think that any of this other stuff matters. Like, I don't even know if I should finish completing this grocer because I really don't think it matters. I think I just need to build explorers. I think. There's also museums. I know museums also help. Maybe a museum is the other option you can choose. I guess we'll complete these. Oh, you can like buy grocers. I didn't know that. Oh my god, that's really good. Helldivers has such a good flavor. Text for everything. Yeah, it really does. I'd go Siam stuff, max it out, then modern. Yeah, the design is very human. Grab it all, build it all. Therefore, you reject your avatar's ability to build useful things. Yeah, I think the museum is the other thing that we'll want. I think that you can do stuff with explorers. And I think having explorers other places on the map is also pretty useful. We could also upgrade one of these places that's a bit further away also. Like here, maybe? It doesn't have the biggest pop, but... Oh, you can just buy. You can just buy units, too. Oh. Here, let me just do that. Because I think they tell you where... I think they tell you where the artifacts are, and then you got to go dig them up. I'm also remembering that someone beat me to several artifacts by like one turn. So let's just build one. Or two, actually. Let's build a couple. And then see if we can get them doing whatever work they're supposed to be doing quickly. All right, we'll go plus 20% culture for however many turns we're celebrating. Plus 2 happiness on mountains. Plus 6 culture on natural wonders. Let's do that. That's going to be pretty hooked up. Oh, yeah. Culture's now 561. It's crazy, these jumps in the modern era. The trick is to click random things and somehow it works out. I honestly think it's so easy right now that I really could click random things. And because I kind of did the first time I played through, and I didn't have any problem winning. So... which is an unfortunate thing to be able to say. All right, yeah. Cool. We already got. Oh, so we do need you need to go research it somewhere, a university or a museum, but you can do it in somebody else's territory. So we can just go down here and use what's his name's area. Oh, we have one. We have one too. Okay. All right, we're looking. Maybe we should do one up here. I don't even know if we can afford a third one. Not yet. All right, I guess we'll have to wait. Oh, we should have the influence, too, to start taking over this city-state. Or did we already do this one? There's one down here. Ah, it's this one. This one. We're still waiting. Okay, turn is still happening. There we go. All right, befriend independent. So we got the 4 cultural city-states that I think we're aware of. Maybe 5? At least 4. Okay, what happened? Did we find anything? ¿Qué te pasa? What happened? I don't know. Oh, here's one. Oh, okay, maybe we found this one. Maybe that's what we did. I feel like maybe that's what we did. Also, I think this might have something to do with continents, so I don't know if I want this guy going this direction. I might want him to going the other direction. I really, really wish I remembered how this worked. Let's... Should we go up here? Oh, it's not showing that we need a research there. Yeah, I think we have to go north. That sucks. I should have bought it closer. I should have apparently turned on the continents view to kind of see what we had going on, because we're pretty close to the border of 2 different continents. And then we also have these places out here. I don't know if these guys can buy these units. It looks like this one can build one for sure. We got 4 turns left. It would take us 20 turns. I think it's much better to just build in 2 turns or buy in 2 turns. So we'll buy one out there, I think, next. Yeah, let's try that. Going to study abroad. Come back with an obnoxious fake accent. Oh my god.
I died from the mineral and I became the plant. I died from the plant and I arose the animal. I died from the animal and I became the man.
All right. Oh, we got a couple of starving rabbits here that I was neglecting. I didn't realize they were starving beneath me. Lyriel's gonna help them out though. All right, now I think we'll go to our Siam civics. We got some Freedom Rocks here. Isn't that what that is? I think it's Freedom Rocks. I'm never going to forget that. I'm going to continue to call them Freedom Rocks. I love that. Drill, baby, drill. It's fine. What's the worst thing that could happen? Says Floridians underwater. Oh, yeah. See, they already got one of these guys, man. Get out of here, dude. I'm coming to study at your university, and there's nothing you should be able to do to stop me. Yeah, man, they're quick.
Now is the time to understand more, so that we may fear less.
Oh, all right. We learned about academics. All right, we're going to put in some research. Hopefully these jerks don't beat us to anything. And then we should have enough that we can purchase... We can purchase one of these explorers out here in a distant land. We're going to have to figure out where... Oh, we can just go by the natural wonder. Perfect. Perfect. Kind of forgot about that already. Is there any more natural wonder nearby? Aren't there like a bunch? Well, there's another... Oh, there's another spot we know about. I didn't realize this spot was a thing. Or maybe this guy's done with what he's doing? I don't know. Yeah, I think he's just now coming to study there. So hopefully we can beat him to wherever we're going. These explorers look like aliens. This has to be intentional, right? Do these explorers not look like little alien guys with the glasses? What do we got going on here? Yeah, I don't know. Do we build a museum? Do we build a schoolhouse? Okay, we will be overbuilding the temple. I think that's good. We're going to do that. We want to overbuild stuff because sometimes you get artifacts from it, as I learned last playthrough. So generally speaking, I am going to try to do that. Yeah, we're going to continue to overbuild in the hopes that we get something cool. Seems like building a museum also isn't a bad idea. Man, these explorers are taking a long time. 21 turns? I mean, we don't have horrible production. They must just get like more expensive. Oxford University gained 2 free technologies, 1 wild card attribute point. I mean, it's nice. It only took us 12 turns also, which is a lot shorter than building another explorer, but I don't even know if we need more explorers. Like, we might be good on the number we have. Maybe let's build Oxford. Why not? Just throw it out. One of these kind of random tundra spaces. I don't know if it really matters. Yeah. I imagine somebody will beat us to it. I would think, but I don't actually know. So And then I think we'll go up here. We got an artifact that we know about. Looks like we got halfway there in one turn, so hopefully we'll be able to beat somebody to it. How does this work? Do we do it from next to it? That ate up all of our movement. Interesting. Somebody's fighting. We got volcanoes erupting. We have a narrative choice. It's not really one. Emissaries of the Tungi Gai have arrived and pronounced that the Siamese Empire deserves all glory and respect. Oh, I appreciate that. I'm glad they recognize this fact. To honor the friendship between two peoples, they present a generous gift. Excellent. I accept your gift. And then I think we'll build another museum down here. We might need the museums to like display stuff. I don't remember. I think we will continue to not build over the top of the Stoneheads. We can't overbuild a bank down here. I don't know if the bank is that culturally likely to have an artifact. So we'll just build in this empty space. All right, we will excavate an artifact there. Cool little desert island here. Oh, they're attacking this financial city-state.
Great city of immortals, magnificent city of the 9 gems, seat of the king, home of the gods.
Oh, that's Bangkok. Yeah, I don't know if I can't tell this guy to just go explore, so I guess we'll have to micromanage him a little bit. Hey, we beat him here. So that's going to be like, what is that, 3? 3-ish artifacts. We need 15. I think once we get that, we don't have to do much else. I'm trying to remember what else we have to do, but I think it's very... I think we're on the downward slope here. All right, I'm just going to tell this guy to go to sleep because I just literally don't care what he does. I feel like this is a lot of, too, what I did last time is, like, you get to this point, you're just like, it literally doesn't matter what you do, man. Just stop asking. Oh, my God. Is Xerxes pissed off at me? This fucking guy. Can we... Reconciliation. Okay, good. All right, we're going to try to reconcile our differences. The dude's just so aggro, man. I don't know what his problem is. Needs to learn to relax a little bit, you know? Just take it easy, man. Just take it easy. We'll continue to just finish exploring the map just for the lulz. All right, we got an axe. Great work. I think. Cool. There is sometimes no surer sign of human civilization than land soaked with blood, and this axe confirms explorers' suspicions. Whatever the conflict, the old soldiers of the exploration age were here, whether victorious or not. +1 artifact. Okay. And then do we have? Oh, okay. Here's another wonder that I guess we'll go down to. And then, is there anything else? I don't think we've explored in the red continent here, and in Antarctica, I think is what this is. Yeah. Zealandia, we've done. I don't see anything else in Zealandia. I don't know if we could study somewhere else and like figure that out, but I don't really see. I don't think we can. So that's going to give us that'll be 3 more. Oh, okay. Here's one here. It's a little bit hard to get to. Oh, that's a natural wonder. Okay, perfect. Is that Uluru or something? I think it's Uluru. So that's interesting. Wait, what continent? Oh, okay. We just know that because it's a natural wonder. Yeah. So I don't know. I think I buy one here, maybe next turn. I think we'll have enough, and then I can start doing stuff on this continent. I think that's the move. We'll bring this guy back home so he doesn't like piss anybody off because he's sitting on their borders. Our scout's doing his thing. Isn't there like an auto explore thing? Yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. Auto explore. Go do your thing, scout. Scout, scout. It's all these noises. Okay, cool. We're gaining more more influence with our various city-state friends, which is good. We'll continue to choose fishing, I guess, to expand our borders here. I really don't think it matters. I don't know if there's something we could do that would help us like YOLO and get maybe you can do gold. Can you do gold as far as your like focus? Is that an option? Resort town, +1 happiness, +1 gold per age on rural tiles in the town that have at least 1 happiness, plus 50% yield from natural wonders. That doesn't seem that great. These need tooltips on them. I bet I think there's a mod that does it that gives you like tooltips for this stuff, but it's egregious that it's not in the base game, to be totally honest with you. I think so we're building a museum up there. It'll be ready in 2 turns. I don't see anywhere else. I don't think we've researched in the Antarctic continent, and I don't see any place to do it, which doesn't feel true. Like there should be a place to do it here. Oh, did we must have already done it. There is something to explore here. Okay, I guess we'll just send that guy north. I'm a little bit still foggy on the rules. This is a little bit of what I've mentioned about the game feeling a little too easy, because in theory, just throwing this out there, it's kind of a crazy idea. Maybe you should need to know what the rules are to win well. And it just doesn't seem like anything matters in the modern age. It just seems like it's a little too easy. I don't know. Maybe that's a wild thought. But yeah, I think it just feels a little bit too easy. And it just feels incomplete. It's not enjoyable. It's just, I don't remember. So I didn't play a lot of Civ 5. And I played a lot of Civ 6. Like I think I've got, how many do I have? Like 4,000 hours or something? Maybe watch it only be like 1,000. Yeah. Almost 4,400 hours. So quite a few. And I didn't play a lot of Civ 5, but I did play it. But I don't really remember that well, like what the transition was like. And I know that in some ways the transition between Civs, like there's always the people that like the previous Civ and don't want to switch over to the new one. So sometimes there's like this like leapfrog where people play every other Civ type thing. But I guess I just don't remember well enough, because I know that, at the end of Civ 6, it's had all these expansions and everything else, and a lot of times what people have complained about has been very clearly like they're frustrated that it doesn't have all these features that are that there were expansions for, in previous Civ versions. And so like it's understandable, because the other one had a bunch of expansions and everything else, and that's why it is the way it is. But from my perspective, Civ 6 launched in a better state than Civ 7. But I don't actually know if that's true. Like, I just can't remember. It's been too long, and I didn't do like I don't think I did a video review on it when it first came out or anything. So I can't really speak to that as much, and I just honestly don't remember. Yeah, if anybody else does, though. Guppysaur says, I remember loving Civ 3 and 4, and then hating 5, then loving 5, then hating 6, then loving 6. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, the game... So, like, Civ 7 here is a complete game. But the more you play it, especially if you know the other Civ games, maybe this doesn't happen if you don't know the other Civ games, but the more you play it, the more you realize that it's just not finished. I think the core of the game fixes a lot of the problems from Civ 6. So that's one of the things that makes me so hopeful about it. I just wish it were I just wish they'd given a little more time in the oven to cook a little bit more. All right, so we've got an open-air museum. Allows construction of the open-air museum. Unique improvement. The open-air museum provides +5 culture, +3 science for each adjacent tropical tile, +2 culture for each adjacent tundra tile, +2 gold for each adjacent desert tile. Must be placed on existing improvement, 1 per settlement. I mean, we can get more culture from that. I don't think it matters. We got +2 culture on cultural buildings. That will probably be more helpful because it'll give us... We can take all these because we're going to get all of them. +2 culture on museums for each cultural city-state you're a suzerain of. Receive 1 artifact. Yes. Oh, and then... Oh, no, that's on displayed artifact. Okay. So we're going to take the artifact thing. Absolutely. Cool. And then we got electricity so we can build a laboratory if we need it. Again, I just don't think any of this matters. And so it's really weird for it to, like, pick the thing you're going to do. And I'm not convinced any of it matters. Maybe we'll do the mastery here and get production on camps, farms, and plantations. Maybe that'll be helpful for us. Hey, what up, Puppy Balls? Good to see you, man. Dude, things are going well, dude. Things are going well, my friend. Just crushing it at some Civ here. At the old Civ 7. So we got more civics. We got those first 2. Do we want to... +5 gold for each city or city-state you're suzerain of. That wouldn't be bad. Oh, +3 culture for every 1 you're suzerain of. I mean, this is pretty good. We'll grab that. I don't know what the earlier thing was. +2 happiness in cities for each city-state you're suzerain of. Okay. I should grab all these. These are pretty good. We'll backtrack for that other one. Yeah, that's pretty hooked up. What do we got going on over here? We've built everything we can. I think because there's no land tiles here. I think having a... Sure, man. Build an explorer. Oh, yeah, we need to buy an explorer, right? We need to buy one here. Guys, I'm losing the game, not paying attention. Purchase an explorer, please. Thank you. It'll be next turn before we can do everything with them. I could have done that 3 turns ago. 2 turns ago, at least. If not 3. Schoolhouse, laboratory, stock exchange, city park. I think this is not too far from our... Yeah, this is not too far from our city center. I think we'll go with a laboratory. Can we overbuild anything? We cannot. Except for a stone head, which, again, just feels... It just feels wrong. I'm afraid that that's how we'll get an artifact, but it just feels wrong to do it. I should probably do it once for science. But, like... this is kind of like in Civ 6, where, like, cutting down all the trees is, like, can be the most optimal thing. And you're like, I mean, it might be the most optimal, but it just feels wrong. And shouldn't we not be teaching people that just, like, cutting down all the friggin' trees is, like, the way to do things? Like, it's definitely not, right? We can all agree we shouldn't be doing this. It's not good. Okay, I can see... I don't know why, but I didn't see these markers for the various wonders. But now we can? I'm not sure what's going on with that. Oh, this is... Well, no, I could... Okay, this is on the other continent. Okay. So I think I can always do that. So maybe I should go up here to get this one. before somebody else finds it. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. Hey, dude, go up here, please. Because I think I can always do the one by the wonders. If I'm understanding correctly, which is highly questionable. Let's be honest. We'll move this guy here in case these guys are hostile. I don't know if they will be, but we'll move them over here in case they are. I don't think they will be. I hope they won't be. I guess we could also try to become suzerain of more city-states. We've got over 1,000 influence, so I guess we probably just should. Let's just grab some of these city-states. I don't know what they'll be for the various city-states. The financial ones are often really good, just generally. So let's try to grab some of them, too. We'll try to grab these two, and then we'll kind of call that good for right now. Maybe I can try to grab this one up here. Puppy, how's the Halo playthrough going, man? And he said it was pretty difficult. More culture for more turns. I don't know why we would choose anything else, so we're going to grab it. Plus 2 influence from gold buildings. I don't think we need more influence. Plus 20% influence towards initiating diplomatic actions. Oh, well, that would have been nice to have last turn, but we'll grab it now. It's fine. We can do the thing. I mean, we literally were suzerain of every city-state as far as I know last time, so we could just do that again. Why not? Oh, we're short 6 influence to start becoming cool. We get another artifact. Excellent. Explore, please. Thank you. And there's some pretty nice places to put cities. Oh, we got Oxford.
Anything at Oxford, but dream and remember. Soon shall thy arm, unconquered steam, afar drag the slow barge or drive the rapid car.
All right.
Soon shall thy arm, unconquered
Yeah. Okay, we learned about steam, I think. Oh, that was mastery of the steam engine. Okay. Sure, let's go towards urbanization. Again, I don't think any of it matters. I don't think any of this matters, unfortunately. So we got one wildcard policy slot. We could do culture. I think we'll just grab some from culture. Plus 1 culture per age in towns, or plus 2 in distant lands? Sure. Not sure. We're up to 700. I think we got well over 1,000 last time. So we can build a bang, which I think is our unique improvement. Doesn't remove warehouse bonuses. I mean, that's pretty good. And then in theory, we can overbuild if it doesn't take those away. But we're going to build a museum first because I think that's what we need to display stuff. And again, we're going to try to overbuild as much as we can. Probably don't want to overbuild something that gives us that much production. Oh. Got a rabbit climbing up the wall, trying to get treats. Yeah, we can overbuild an inn. That'll be fine. And then, yeah, do we need to... How are these working? Oh, you have to manually assign these. Okay, I forgot. Okay, yeah, the museum gives you 3 spots. I imagine, yeah, you need that to actually get the progress. So it looks like 3 spots. We get 1 in the palace, which doesn't really matter because it makes kind of an odd number. So we need 5 museums total. We've got, looks like 2. We're building a 3rd. We will take a look at the progress, though. Cool. Okay, when completed, unlocks the World's Fair Victory Condition. Do we just have to, like, build that as, like, a production thing? I think it might be. Yeah, I mean, I think we're on the right track. I don't think we still need artifacts, but we're doing okay. We're building a couple more guys. We can also buy another one next turn. Looks like we got 3 building. We probably have more building than that. The problem is it's probably going to be quicker to buy some of them in these distant lands and just send them out. But we're doing pretty good on that. And then are we building enough museums would be the next question. Oh, okay, we can build a museum here. All right, so we'll go ahead and get that building, I think. Where do we want to go? Again, we'll try to overbuild something useful that doesn't lose us too much. Looks like we don't have great options. Oh, yeah, we can lose some gold. Yeah, so we'll set this guy to overbuild. We'll only build one more. I don't even know if we need to build this guy. Maybe we'll just build him first. We'll build him first. We might need him. Okay, so this guy's done. So we can send him somewhere. Wait, okay, so Kazakhstania, and then this becomes Africa. Do you have to be on the continent to be able to tell where to go? I think you might need to be. Maybe not. Oh, no, okay, because there's a wonder over here. Okay, we're going to send this guy... Where is he at right now? We'll send him up here. And we'll see. We'll just see what happens when we get close to these cities, because certainly they have a museum and other stuff that we can use over there. Excellent. Digging up another artifact there. I think we got someone going here. How far away are they? Where are they? Somewhere here. Ah, they're in the city center. Okay. Building another artifact near, what's this, the blue hole? Great blue hole, yeah.
The universe consists of an infinite amount of suns and an infinite amount of worlds. At the center of each is Mount Meru.
Okay. That's some mythology. All right, so we became suzerain of another cultural city-state here. I bet this +1 culture on warehouse buildings is going to be pretty crazy. There's other things here, like the tourist exhibits and what have you. I don't know. We'll it doesn't really matter. Again, it just doesn't really matter. So it doesn't feel great that there's options, but they're not really super meaningful. It's kind of a problem. Cultural went up, I think, over 100 there. So I think what we just had. City Park, we got a port, schoolhouse, stock exchange, a lot of stuff we can build here. Laboratory. Let's build some ironworks maybe. Get some more production going. Actually, we should build something. Is there anything that gets adjacency for mountains so I can build over one of these heads? Oh, I guess actually I can build one here. Hold on. How does the ironworks do here? Not great. I can overbuild an armory and actually lose production. That doesn't feel great. Stock exchange? Hey, there we go. I hate to do it, but I'm going to do it. Watch this be like the one place we get an artifact. It seems like it's a rural tile, so I don't think we are, because I think it's overbuilding tiles that were actually buildings of some sort, where it's like an archaeological find. Although I guess like you could find stuff out in a farm or whatever. It just seems like less likely and less interesting. Okay, we got another unit built. Another explorer. We will send them to ye old distant lands. Oh, there's the spot. Okay. Cool. Amasia. Oh, man. All right, and there's a wonder. Okay, well, hopefully we'll get here in time. It's pretty far. Is this where I researched it? No, it's not. I don't know if I've just done enough research. It just tells you where they're at all across the world. I thought it was only in your zone. Man, look at these. Are these all terraced farms? No. Okay, it's Loicalo? Oh, no. Did someone just get this artifact? I think they did. I wouldn't have been able to get there regardless, but still feels bad. Still feels bad. All right, we're going to build a farm. Keep the city growing. All right, we've got a request for military aid. We are going to accept it, not support it, because we don't really care about military aid. Oh my god, Xerxes is pissed off at us again. Reconciliation, my dude. All right, he's accepting it. The dude's he just can't help himself, man. He's just got, I'm trying to be peaceful, and he just can't fucking help himself. He's got to be aggro. Look at him. He just looks grumpy, man. If I had that douchey of a mustache, maybe I would be grumpy too. I'm being, you know what? I'm being rude. This is why he's mad at me, maybe. You know what? It looks fine here. It just looks weird in the smaller. There's actually a pretty righteous beard there. I'm sorry, Xerxes. I apologize, my friend. I mean, it seems like we're running out of places. I guess we go down here? How many do we have? If you're playing on a small map, is this like a huge problem? So we've got 10. We need 2 more. We need 2 more museums. I'm pretty sure we're building 1 more. I don't think we're building a second one though. We might need to figure that out. Next city that is asking me what to build, I'll make sure that's what I set them to work on. I think we're okay because we're still outpacing. Oh, sweet. We can grab that last tile. Okay, perfect. I still think we're outpacing our rate of accumulation of the artifacts, but still. All right. Somebody stole a bunch of culture from us. It's probably Xerxes. Who cares? Doesn't really matter. It's kind of weird sometimes because sometimes you don't really necessarily want to. Hold on. Do we make a museum? Have we already done that? Looks like we already have. Because sometimes you don't want to. I think if you discover who it is, I think it hurts your relationship with them. And you don't really want that a lot of times. So there's a temple here. If I build here, then I can overbuild next time. Let's do that. Again, kind of all adjacencies just go out the window, I think, at this point. We don't really care for most things. We're just trying to sprint towards the finish line. I think we're doubling most people's cultural input, if not quadrupling it. Yeah, I think the next person we're nearly doubling. We're not quite doubling. Oh no, we got a couple of people. No, we got one person that's doing a little bit better, but almost everybody we're at least doubling, if not more, their cultural intake, and we're getting a bunch from all these city-states, which is also gonna bump us up a lot. Grow the city. We'll keep growing the fishing tiles. Himiko, her bonus is that she can support things with no cost to herself, so we'll get +9 food for supporting that from, who's that, Simone Bouloir. Excavate another artifact here. Yeah, I think we need to make sure that we're building that last museum because we are rapidly approaching the point where we... Are we just literally going to have to go to every single location on the map to do this? Is that what's going on? To be able to get all these artifacts is like, is there literally you have to go across the entire map to get these artifacts? Are we like England and we're like collecting artifacts, but we're really, from other cultures, but we're really just kind of robbing them? Because that's what it feels like. Yikes. So we could get a couple. We could buy an explorer down here. I don't know how many turns it said this guy was going to have to take to even get down there. I'm going to guess a lot. 10 turns? It's not insane, but we could probably shorten that by like 7, maybe 8. By just buying a guy here. Okay, we got another artifact there. I guess it makes sense. There's no artifacts in these other places because nobody ever occupied there. Where's this guy going? He's going there. He might as well go right there. Yeah. And so this guy can go, looks like right here. Yeah, I don't think we need to buy any more. We just need to make sure that last one is built. Last museum. Do we have a museum? We have one being built. We don't need that explorer. Let's just go ahead and build that museum. I think that might have been the one that I was thinking about having queued up, though. Any museum there. Okay, so we're good on museums. We just got to hit next turn. I think that's most of what we need to do. Is hit next turn. We could become suzerain of another city-state or something, but again, I just think we just need to hit next turn. This is, understandably, I'm sure you guys get it, this is kind of a problem for me too, where all we're trying to do is hit next turn, and there's so much meaningless stuff to do.
From every nation,
it doesn't feel great.
12-fold tongues, all
and it does get like this in the like later stages of the other eras, but it's fairly short-lived. This feels like it's going to last for a while, which feels just kind of worse, honestly. Okay, we actually have 2 cultural victory points. Or victory points. I'm sorry, leader attribute points. And it looks like we're just grabbing the repeatable one. Cool. So we get a little bit more culture. It doesn't really matter. We're nearly double the next guy because we are continuing to go up by leaps and bounds with our culture. We've got an explorer that doesn't have a job. Okay, this guy's almost there, so I guess we'll go here. And then I guess we could also make sure that we have... Yeah, we got 3 open spots. I'm just assuming that if we go to all these, we'll be... I don't know. I'm assuming that if we go to all of them, that we'll have enough. Otherwise, I don't know what we're doing. I don't remember it being this tricky to get all 15. But I also don't remember a whole lot. Okay, so we're by that one. Next turn, we'll be able to start excavating. It kind of feels like you win in the first 2 eras, and you don't really need to play the last era is kind of what it feels like. This is the second cultural victory. I imagine it could be different doing some of the other ones. So we could maybe try to make sure we do like science or militaristic next time. It's been fun playing around with some of the militaristic civs. I've definitely enjoyed that. Genghis was incredibly overpowered. We didn't do quite as well playing with somebody else. I think it was the combination. I think there might be a bit of a meta on which... yeah, we're going to learn about the radio. It might be a little bit of a meta on which, pairing of leader and civ you choose. It definitely seems like there's a couple that are really good for combat that are kind of maybe a little bit... I don't think they're broken. I think some of the other ones are lackluster and probably need buffs. But if you were just comparing them, you'd be like, oh, this one's way too strong. But I actually think it's that the other ones are too weak. That's my take, at least. You know what, let's just keep becoming friends of various city-states. I don't know if, like, the different types will have... They might have a reward that looks like it's worth it to us or something. Okay, that guy's doing that one. So I don't know where to send this guy. Trying to just kind of, like, expand out in loops. We have someone going down there already. We have somebody there. I don't have a place for this guy to go. Oh, here, maybe. I don't know if I have anybody going there. Somebody's stealing culture from us, and again, it just doesn't matter. Okay, we built a museum. Excellent. So again, it's just not going to matter what we do here. I'm like tempted to just pick something that's going to take a lot of turns, so they'll stop. They won't ask me again. Overbuilding the bank doesn't feel great. Put it there. Yeah, I'm questioning that we're going to be able to find enough artifacts. Surely there's plenty. Of course there has to be, otherwise we can't win the game. But I'm just a little bit confused about
from every nation
what we're going to need to do, or if there's some other way of getting artifacts that I'm missing or forgetting about, or something else. Like, do we get artifacts for doing any of the civic stuff? I don't think. Oh yeah. Oh, the Grail. Okay, the Grail is the artifact symbol. So if you do a future civ, okay. If you do a future civic, you'll get an artifact. I mean, sure. We got out there and we're doing artifacts, though, pretty friggin' quick. So that's interesting. I don't know why it's bringing me here and asking me if I want to build anything. I don't think I care. So that's 2 more that we're working on right now. We've got 8, so that puts us at 10. Are there... I don't know how many we have working currently. Maybe 1 or 2. Are there 3 more? Maybe. Man, this could really drag out if you had somebody who... Or if you had a bunch of players in the game and they were all going for this just to, like, stop the other players from being able to do it. And they were just like, let me just grab a couple of artifacts. It feels like there has to be another way, like a better way. Maybe certain civs can get artifacts. That would be really broken. If there was like a civ that could do something and get artifacts, that'd be pretty broken. So I'm guessing, I don't know, there might be one. I'll have to look next time we get to actually like choose a leader in the modern era or whatever. I guess I could go through and like look through a list, but I'll probably just wait till I'm actually like playing through to take a look. All right. We'll do touring exhibits for that city-state. Another cultural city-state. +2 culture on culture buildings. And we get to choose our civics tree. We are finished with Siam's. I'm just going to left-click on culture civics. The future civic thing. Let's see if there's any in here in the science tree. I don't see any of those. It looked like a golden chalice was the symbol. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any in the tech tree. We'll become suzerain of a couple more city-states just for the lulz. Grab a science one. Might as well. I mean, it could like bump up our science a lot, but again, I don't think it matters. I think it's close if we're going to even have enough. It would be wild if we have to go to a future, like the future civics, to be able to get more, because again, we like, unless something really terrible happens, we're still nearly double the next person as far as how much culture we're getting per turn. So doesn't really seem like there's much of a chance. I mean, people keep stealing culture from us, but I just don't think it matters. All right, so we got we're suzerain of a financial city-state. We can get +1 gold on warehouse buildings. I think we might choose that just because I think it's going to be a lot of gold. +4 gold on gold buildings could also be really strong. Let's actually grab that because that one's unique. And then we also became suzerain of a diplomatic city-state. +2 happiness on happiness buildings. Gain the ideological revolt espionage action. Target one city of a civ with an ideology. On completion, pillage up to 4 buildings in that city. Jeez. I want to take this just so no one else can, because that would be super annoying. We're going to do that. I think I had that happen to me last game, and it was not fun. We're going to build a stock exchange here. Wow, 21 gold. 23 gold. Yeah, we'll do it here.
In the enlightened.
All right, another artifact. Another guide. Just don't know where to send. We'll do the +20% culture because we got a party going on. We'll do civil engineering gives us +30% production towards overbuilding, which again we want to do so that we can potentially unearth artifacts, because I have seen that happen. It hasn't happened at all this playthrough, but I'm pretty sure that's a thing. I'm pretty sure I remember that being a thing. I mean, I don't even know where to send this guy. We have people everywhere else. Yeah, we got a guy here. Like, I don't know where to... I don't know where to send him. It's gonna be really close. We might not have enough. That's wild. I mean, I guess there's a couple of unexplored tiles here. Sure, we'll send him there. It'd be nice if there was a way, easy way to search. I don't know of one to figure out if there was any place that we're missing. But it's definitely going to be close here. Okay, got another artifact. Completed another milestone. And again, there's no real clear place to send this guy to be able to do, you know, dig up any more artifacts. Oh my god, this has really got to stop. Is this, what's his name? Do I need to like counter spy or something? Counter spy, let's see if that stops it. Oh my god. What a problem. Oh no, Simone Boulevard has joined communism. I'm fairly annoyed because I think... Oh yeah, I should really stop building these guys, huh? And start building literally anything else. Maybe we can get something worth keeping. Overbuild a garden. Yeah, sounds good. Sorry, garden. We got a city park. We could do ironworks. Ironworks would be nice. Get some more production. Overbuild the barracks here. Oh, we could do it over here and get even more. Overbuilding the temple. Let's do that. And let's actually get that one going first, since it'll give us more production instead of costing it. And then, yeah, this dude's about to complete. We don't need another explorer. Oh my gosh, we didn't build a museum in this city? You know what? Let's build something with production. Let's do either ironworks. Never mind. I think it's just ironworks actually right now. Yeah, let's go ahead and build another ironworks here. Plus 10 production. That's pretty good. We could also do plus 10 over here. We'll do it over here. All right, another artifact. Working on becoming suzerain of another city-state. Again, I guess we can try to do this with like another city-state. We could just see if there's one. Yeah, here we go. We'll do a warfare one. Oh, what about this one? Okay, we're already working on that one. Well, as we see more, we'll just make a bid for it. We could get all of them, I'm sure, but it yet once again just doesn't matter. It's not going to matter. It's not going to change the outcome of the game at all. All right, I think we've got all the ones. I mean, there's a couple of spots in case there's something there, and these couple of spots we haven't explored. But I imagine that's not actually going to be an issue. All right, another explorer with nothing to do, nowhere to go. Doesn't look like we have anywhere to send you, my dude. Is there anything that we can just tell them to do? Exploration ruins have already been searched for this continent. Complete the hegemony civic to unlock. Oh, there's another civic that we would. Oh, okay. That's okay. So there is something we're missing. I need it to click off this guy so I can access the menu. It's wild that it covers up the menu up here. And there's no like exit out. You have to like click off of it. Okay, so there is a civic. So it's right here. Oh, and it has a chalice too. Okay. So I don't know, 12 turns or so we'll be there. Okay. Then I guess we just like put this guy to sleep here because we don't want him running around someplace useless. Should probably do that with the rest of these guys. We could also buy another one in some of these faraway lands just so that we have one there. Okay, so that's how you do it. I didn't realize that. We could have already had that unlocked. So I'll try to remember that for next time. The hegemony. Civic is the way to go. Okay, cool. We got one here as well. Yeah, I think we just tell this guy to go to sleep. I mean, we got to be getting pretty close. We're 4 short. Actually, that's 4 short of what we have right now. I think we need another 7. No, we need 4 more. I'm tripping. Oh, we got enough. We got enough. We just got to fill these up. We just need 4 more. I'm tripping. We got a line infantry. That's funny. Oh, hey, we got another guy here. All right, I guess we'll spread these guys out and send them to like the middle of the continent or something. This is what I remember from last time, is a bit of just kind of hitting next turn.
The one who adapts. We are not.
I hear good things about aerodynamics, so we're going to head that direction. So we get another government policy to pick. Oh, there you go. +5 gold for each city-state we're suzerain of. Which is, we're not doing too bad on that front. Grab a couple more, just because we can. Okay, do we have more of these guys here? We don't. I guess let's put them in like a centrally located area so that when we can explore more, we can get there quickly. Frederick has embraced fascism. No. No, Frederick. Don't do it, man. More resources that we can't slot. The resource thing gets a little... It's pretty tedious, honestly, is my general feeling on it. Oh, do we build any of this stuff? Do we need to? I don't think we do, so I just don't think we're going to worry about it. I think I'll probably do a couple of playthroughs with just to make sure we cover all the victory conditions. I definitely can tell you that I don't think I'll do another one of these cultural playthroughs after this, because again, I find it just a little bit, gets a little trivial. You know, we've came, we saw, we've done it too. You know, there's nothing wrong with that, at least until, and I don't mean that forever, I just mean until they make some changes, you know, make some modifications. Okay, so we can overbuild a barracks. We'll go ahead and do that with the museum. Opera House is looking pretty nice. That extra cultural. We don't really need it, but it's not bad, that's for sure. Studying globalism. How far do we have to go? Oh, we have a few extra turns. Okay. I thought these numbers... Oh, those numbers are just how long it takes. Okay, so it's going to take us still another 15 turns, probably. Significant blizzard of our towns. Guys, if it looks like I'm clicking faster, like you can't see what I'm clicking on some of these things, it's just because I am. I'm just data. It doesn't matter, so I'm just clicking real quick. Like you know, expanding a city that isn't going to have a meaningful effect on if we win here or not. This makes me want to go back and play some Civ 6.
The well-being of
So I think that's going to happen before too long. It's been a while since I played a lot, and I went back to just like let's see how I'm doing in Civ 6, and I normally play on a slower speed, and I was like, well, for stream I should probably try to get used to playing on like standard speed, and I have played against people. It's just such a different game that I was like doing horribly bad. And I don't know if that's really fun on stream, so I might try to like play and see if I can't kind of figure it out or whatever. And then if I can, then we'll do some more Civ 6 streams. So tentatively, that's my plan. I should grab this. I didn't even realize I don't actually own this tile. I'm sure this place has expanded a few times, and I just didn't notice that I didn't grab the wonder. We got tires. It's really funny seeing a tire. You got like a whale, chocolate, then you got a tire. We continue to have someone sabotage us. That's okay though. All right, we became suzerain of a militaristic city-state. We haven't built new cities. I don't think we're going to. Last training of the partisan land unit. Each partisan is slightly more expensive than the last. Oh, okay, it's just like another fighting unit. Are these all going to be fighting? You know, we got a shore battery, +5 production. I think that's... None of those are... We don't care about any of these because we're playing peaceful. It probably does help us, though, as we get a line infantry for all these guys. So it's probably not unhelpful to have a little bit more of a standing military without having to actually build one, so that these guys don't get trigger happy like they usually do whenever they decide you're like... It feels like it's less of a problem in Civ 7, but in Civ 6, if you are just much weaker than somebody, they'll just attack you because they can. All right, we'll be finished with nationalism here, and then I think it's hegemony that we'll be working on next. We got some railroads going on down here with a couple of these guys.
The members of the nation will never know most.
Oh, we gained a migrant for that one. Interesting. From one of the city-states. This is not the one with the blue hole, so we'll just continue to pick a growth space there. Also not the one with the blue hole, so I don't think it matters. And then we became suzerain of a scientific city-state. So what do we want to grab here? I don't think we're going to be building scientific buildings in the near future. Maybe +2 science to scientific buildings that we already have. I don't know how many we have. Probably not that many. +2 happiness to happiness buildings. Sounds good to me. I don't know if that gave us like any science. That literally might have given us no science. I don't know how that's possible. Oh no, it gave us a little bit. Okay, okay. All right, it gave us like 25, 24 science or something. Okay. That, you know, it's fine. Again, I don't think we care. We actually are doing like as much science as any of our rivals within like a margin of error, which is kind of funny because we just haven't been focused on it at all. Oh no, we got one. Old Xerxes. Xerxes the problem is actually doing quite well. He's got a 150 more science than us. That's significant. And maybe one other guy has a decent amount more than us. Okay, Gold City State. I think we're going to grab this entrepreneurship because I think it's going to be a lot. Because you usually end up with a lot of those warehouse buildings. I should have probably done that with the science too. It's just that anybody can take that, so you want to grab the unique stuff first. In theory. But I don't know if it's that big of a deal. Alright, we're going to overbuild the bazaar here, and hopefully that'll give us... Okay, we got... Hopefully that'll maybe... We're just trying to get an artifact. We need a couple artifacts. That's all we need. That is all we need. Putting all of our explorers to sleep. So we've got 12 artifacts. We need 3 more. 3 more. 7 turns for hegemony. And I really think that's all that we're waiting on now. Note to self. I thought there was something we should have gone for, but it wasn't immediately clear. So I guess hopefully I'll remember for next time. Man, they snatch up those artifacts quick though. I wonder if they're more dense or if you require less on a smaller game, smaller map. Inquiring minds want to know. Huh, we're gonna get a bunch of happiness based on our cultural attribute points. That's funny. That's gonna be quite a few. Military Academy. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. We're largely winning on pretty much all fronts. We've got as much gold as like the next person. Oh gosh, I didn't mean to click that. I was just gonna purchase. There we go. We got a huge amount of gold in the bank. We got 24K just chilling in the bank. Which, I mean, I guess honestly we could just build some of this stuff, huh? Just purchase it, Military Academy. Just purchase it. Yeah, we'll build a guild hall. What else do we want to build here? Military Academy. Over building the barracks. Or, yeah, let's put it up there. I think we could build trade routes, we could build more cities, but again, just none of that is going to help us win the game, I don't think, any faster. Having cities with high production is what we'll do. I think we have to pick a city and like do the World's Fair, and I think it's a production thing. And what we'll do is we'll just figure out which one of these guys has the most production. It's probably going to be our capital. It's like almost 150. Yeah. So we'll buy any production buildings that we don't have there, and then call that good, and then just build it there, and you know. Ashoka's doing okay in a couple of categories as well. Oh, Jose's getting more happiness than we are. By like 25%. That's pretty good. Oh, so's Ashoka. He's getting even more than Jose. I don't think they're winning on all the other metrics that we're doing well on, but it's not nothing. Oh my goodness. Just they just keep asking you, hey, what do you want us to build? What do you want us to build? Literally anything. Yeah, our capital has like 50% more production than any other city. I don't know why. Maybe it has a lot of resources there. Those resources can give quite a bit of production pretty quickly. I don't know if there's like a percentage increase on anything either. Speaking of, we just grew. We built on our, we got our last rural tile working there. So the only thing we can do with more pops here is make more specialists, which we have room for like 1 million. You know, it's hard. There are some things that I really do like about Civ 6 a little bit better. There's quite a few things that are really enjoyable. But I also like that Civ 7 does seem to be solving a lot of problems that otherwise exist. Game Studios have a couple city-states there. Hey, let's build a port. Port sounds great. Got another line infantry. We'll just tell them to hang out. The way the movement works and the way they solved, where if you play on a different speed, in Civ 6, that's one of the big problems. If you're playing on a different speed, the game is totally different. The game plays totally different. If you're playing on the faster speeds, any Civ with an early unique unit, you're just never going to be able to use or do anything with, which feels really bad. If you play really slow in those early ages, if you're playing somebody that has a unique unit, it's really overpowered. Like if you play Montezuma in Civ 6 and you know, with their Eagle Warriors, which they start off with, and you have it on like a really slow speed, you can like conquer a couple of your neighbors. Like you can do some pretty crazy things. Maybe if we go back and play some Civ 6, I would ask you guys what you think. I don't know if I'm going to get any feedback, but I would be curious if you guys have any. If you want to give me any, let me know in the comments or the chat. But sorry, we actually research hegemony now. But maybe that would be interesting, and so maybe that's like fine. That sounds fun to all of you guys, and we could definitely do that. I don't know what will sound fun to everybody. That would be interesting to just do that, to just kind of like show it, I guess. Playing on standard speed is, I assume, what most people do, and obviously what people do in PvP. PvP in Civ 6 is kind of its own thing. I've thought about doing it, but it just seems like the developers are so opposed to the idea that it feels like you're really like fighting an uphill battle. The game isn't really designed for it, so that really detracts from the fun. I think Civ 7 could have a lot better PvP. when it's more complete. So yeah, I'm just not sure what would be the most fun to do. Most fun direction to go in. There are still some civs that I just absolutely love playing in Civ 6. So regardless, I'd be interested in playing it some more and doing it. I know how to break it fairly well too, like in a fun way, hopefully, not in like a this is stupid way. So that could also be hopefully entertaining. Okay, so we researched hegemony, so we need hegemony, however you say it. So do these guys know? Yeah, they do. They know more places now to go look for artifacts. So now I got to find all these friggin' guys that are like chilling across the map and put them back to work. Okay, that guy had 2 that were right next to each other. There's 2 also pretty close to each other. There's 1. All right, we should be in business then. Oh yeah, there's 1 million. Okay, so you just got to research that, and that's how I think I did this. I think I'm rediscovering what I learned last time, and I just didn't remember it. Oh, wait, did I just get that immediately? I think I got it immediately. I don't think I had to wait. Yeah, all these happen pretty much immediately. Okay, so we're about to be done with that then. I don't know. Sure, we'll build a port. Sounds great. Cannibalizing my production there a little bit, but it's okay. So I think we got 2 there. We just need 1 more. 12, 13, 14. Yeah, just 1 more. Which we should be able to get this turn, I would think. And then we'll see what else we got to do to achieve victory. Yeah, if I would have beelined for that, that would have been like, I don't know. It would have been a lot of turns ago that we would have been here. Is there more? There we go. There's 1. All right, we're going to wait 1 more turn. Maybe not. Never mind. We got it. Okay, cool. So now... Wait, is it going to pop up for us? Sure, yeah. Dig up another one. Fine. Sounds good. Oh, no. Oh, God, we hit next turn. Okay, so we got to do the World's Fair thing. I thought it was going to pop up and prompt us. Let's go to our capital here. I accidentally hit next turn. Let's see if we can do the World's Fair thing. Right, because I think that's what we got to do. First step towards... Okay, knowledge. Yeah, we got all the... This is the final age. Okay, yeah, I don't know. We did those things. Let's see if it's World's Fair thing. I don't see it. Oh, it is. Okay, okay. It's down here. All right, 11 turns. Why does it... Is it acting like it's giving something? Yeah, we don't care about the port. Please just make the fair. 11 turns. I think that's all we have to do. I don't know if there's anything else I could really boost the production here. It seems like anything I would make would actually reduce the production, so can't purchase it, right? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Well, we'll just hit next turn 11 more times. See if that does the trick. Hey, I used content contact cement glue for my trigger stop. It held the rod and switched okay. But it decided to avoid connect with the skin. I had a little bit of skin. I was scared something was going to happen. Yeah, you should be fine, man. Yeah, as long as it doesn't stick you to anything, you should be fine. Is this for your controller? Are you you modifying or messing with your controller, man? I think we've all stuck our fingers together with some super glue before, but nah, you should be fine. And it'll peel off too if you just got some on your skin. I wouldn't worry about it, man. It is a little alarming when it happens, though. I just can't help myself. I'm still doing stuff. I don't need to do anything. I just need to hit next turn. 11 more turns. I think that's all I need to do. I guess we'll find out. I really enjoy the first couple of eras. I think the first era of Civ 7 I enjoy like the most. And I thought the whole point in them doing this different method, I mean, first off, they're trying something out. Maybe we decided it didn't work or whatever. I don't think the idea is like flawed intrinsically. So, you know, I guess there's that. Oh my God, just yes, do anything. Just stop asking me what to do. I'm pretty sure I'm doing the one thing that will like win the game. So just don't ask me to do anything else, please. Yeah, build an explorer that'll take 24 turns. Hopefully the game will be over by then. Oh my God. All right. I don't even remember what I was saying now. I just keep getting tilted at this. Yeah. You know, one of the things is like, I think a lot of people like finishing a game of Civ 6. I mean, Civ for most of them, right? Like a lot of times you get to the point where like, yeah, I've pretty much won. Sometimes you finish it out. Sometimes you don't. I mean, depending on what victory condition you're going for and what Civ you're playing, some of them you can get really early. So that can be, you know, its own thing. Oh, we can build the aerodrome. We'll actually buy one of those in our capital so that if we can, yeah, cool. So that we can build stuff faster. Maybe it'll help the build time. I didn't even look if it went down. I'm assuming it maybe did by a turn. Maybe not. We'll see. Oh my goodness. What can we do here? So aerodrome, yeah, also sounds good here because it'll take longer than whatever we're building in our capital. Oh, we could. Is there anything we could put at our capital that would give them more production? There is a few things. No, that's happiness. Any of these things provide more production? Looks like no. All right. We got an aerodrome commander we can give a promotion to. I didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to give myself more stuff to do. All right, 7 turns still. What would be hilarious is if someone somehow beat us to it and they did the World's Fair before we did.
It is not from the benevolence of the butcher, the brewer, or the baker that we expect our dinner, but from...
Where is the World's Fair? Is this it? Yeah, World's Fair in progress. All right. Oh, man. Things continue to happen, and you're just like, it doesn't matter, guys. Please stop. Just stop. We're waiting for the World's Fair to happen, man. 3 turns. 3 turns after this one. Yeah, but it's interesting that they tried to do stuff to make the like later ages more, I feel like, more played through. And I think they did a lot of stuff that like led to that in Civ 7, but it just isn't quite complete. It doesn't quite tick all the boxes because we're still in the situation where like I said, I think a lot of people feel this way. I definitely had a couple of you guys tell me that you enjoy playing like the earlier eras a lot more. And I actually think more people watch those too, so maybe it's just overall more enjoyable. Yeah, I'll have to try out some of the other victory conditions here. When I was doing some of the militaristic victory conditions, I was trying to just like take everybody on the map out. I think I have like a Genghis Khan save that we did on stream, and we finished the first era. Maybe we did the second. I'm not sure. Where we were doing pretty well. We did like the standard like continents thing, which is a little bit different because in the second era you really transitioned to like naval combat for the most part. Guppy Source has mentioned maybe doing a Blackbeard playthrough. She liked that idea. All right, this is the last turn. Maybe we'll see, or maybe I'll have some other thing I have to do. I don't really recall. But that would be pretty interesting. I played against Blackbeard. Took him out because I attacked him from land. Kind of crazy because he had so many ships, but I was able to take him from land. Cool. Woohoo! Is this it? Yeah, the modern age comes to an end. Okay, cool. Victory! Sorry, I forgot that it. All right, Himiko, Queen of the Wa, victory! And yeah, Geographic Society, it looks like, yeah, Railroad was coming along. It would be interesting to play Science and just to see how View Legends Report. Yeah, let's do that. Just to see how much production you can get if you like go production heavy. That could be crazy. Yeah, man, you might give it there might be like some household like vinegar or something that might be able to help you with it. Let's see. Oh, it just kicks us to this. Okay. All right. Well, I guess we're done. I was messing with the stream for a second, and it looks like we're done. All right. Well, let's see. I don't know. It's a little bit late to getting started into a game because I like to do the streams and like do a whole like section of the playthrough. I think we were playing as Charlemagne on our last militaristic playthrough. We haven't done Science, and then is like gold like the thing? Is that what it is? I wonder who would be fun for Science because I still want to do some of the military ones, but we haven't really done Science. Cities in Tundra gain science equal 25% of their culture. but it's mostly seems like a cultural one. Oh, Benjamin Franklin. What do we got here? We got +1 science per age on production buildings in cities. Okay, that's probably not nothing. Plus 50% production towards construction buildings. Benjamin Franklin looks pretty interesting here. Yeah, I mean, plus 50% production towards making construction buildings is pretty cool. +1 science per age from active endeavors you started or supported. Okay. Can have 2 endeavors of the same type at a time. That's actually pretty massive. Yeah, Benjamin Franklin's looking pretty interesting there. We could do combat again. Combat gets a little tedious. It's a little micro-intensive and not... I really enjoy it, but to be like really optimal, it does take a lot. And oftentimes when I'm playing I play like multiple militaristic ones like back to back. And I think after like the second or third one, I'm like kind of over it with the micro for a little bit. So I'll have to maybe try not to do that and mix it up a little bit. What else do we have? We got... Oh, there's a version of Himiko that... Nah. That's not no. All right, who else do we have? I don't really see anybody else that strikes me as like incredibly science-based. Although maybe there's something buried in. I'm not going through and reading everything in painful detail, but it seems like a lot of these that's kind of the case. I'm trying to think of who we play against that does really well too. I love playing Pachacuti in Civ 6. He's really fun. And just having like giant cities with a ton of food. I would play Pachacuti. Like I would just play Civ 6. I would just keep playing Pachacuti. Just on repeat. It's just so fun. You know, another thing, guys, for anybody who's, if you guys are interested in build guides for this, let me know. I have historically done plenty of those. Not really for Civ, but for other games. I would definitely give it a shot. Maybe I'll just make one and just see how it goes. See what everybody thinks. We could do a pretty broken Genghis Khan one. Xerxes here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really see anybody that really strikes me as being... I bet there's some other ones here that have some things that I'm just not quite picking up on, but it seems like Benjamin Franklin is understandably would be really strong in science. So it seems like it would fit. Who would we play?
Strategy is not idle amusement. Instead, we cultivate foresight, circumspection, and learn caution. Let us build a nation together, so that we may know how nations are built.
I like the education aspect of his dialogue there. They're recommending Rome or Greece as his like unlocks for him. It's weird because they're kind of starting off with cultural, basis mostly. I wonder if one of these more generic ones. I feel like these are always unlocked, honestly, so often. Yeah, I'd have to look through. The production, like being bonuses to production too, could be a thing. We could like lean into that early during the first era here. Yeah, Carthage gets the Kothon building. Yeah, and I think this is one of those built over water. I think that we played as Carthage actually in one of our other militaristic one. So maybe we try to go with somebody else. I like how they balanced the choices of civs like much better in Civ 7 here. I think that is one of the major benefits to it. Oh yeah, the Maya. Okay. I mean, the Mayas, like the Hulches, are so good too. And we played that, so I'm trying to think of who would be... I don't know. You kind of want to play... It's weird because, like, yeah, you might want to play the different ones, but it also makes a lot of sense to play the ones that... Play the Civ that goes along with your leader so that there's nice synergy there. I think that's fun and interesting play. but at the same time, don't necessarily always want to. I played a decent amount with the Maya, probably because I played. I wanted to play kind of more thematic, and I went with Pachacudi and then went with Maya, and then transferred in the second the Exploration Age into Inca, and it was just like fun thematically. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. We might go Maya. We might have to look. I don't see any of these that really have a lot of production, which is like their his bonus. I thought there were some specialty districts, maybe just aren't unlocked here, that provided production, or maybe it's the second age. I could have sworn that there were some that did that, and I'm literally not seeing any. Oh, here's one. Oh, did we already Assyria? Okay. Oh, actually, wait, hold on. What do we have here? Oh, they get bonus production for making their entire thing, and they get a royal library, and then they get the citadel. Okay, so that's another one, and I think I've done this before. Oh, yes, what I do with Genghis, because they have the Magaru chariots, the Syrian unique cavalry units, is pretty broken. The being able to move after attacking is kind of broken. I think you can kind of use that with anybody. All right, well, guys, I think we're going to call it here for tonight. Like I said, I want to start another game, but I think I'll be streaming well past midnight, and so maybe we'll try to hop on tomorrow and do some Civ. We'll see if we can. I bet we can swing that and do at least 2 or 3 hours, if not more. So we'll call it here for tonight, guys. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate you guys watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope your Civ games are going well for you. All right, guys, have a good night. Puppy, we'll catch you later, man. See you guys tomorrow.